Hey everyone, welcome to Good DIY Plans. In this video, we're going to be going over how to make this double-sided work desk. So the key features of this craft table are the 360-degree storage, as well as access for two chairs, so two people can be working on projects and homework together. This is a beginner-friendly step-by-step tutorial so that you can make this craft table at your own home as well. So as of right now, about 300 people have already built this table. Some of them have chosen to put in a review. We have 14 reviews and 5 stars currently. So people say that they love the style, that it's easy to understand. This is a fun build. And I do have one photo to show. So this is from Linda, 2026. She's built this craft table, so it's looking really good. And she says that the final product is just what I needed. That's really awesome. The overall dimensions of the table are 30 inches tall, it's 49.5 inches deep, and then 61.5 inches wide. So the first thing I want to do is introduce you to two common cuts that we're going to be using throughout this build. So both of these are 3/4 inch thick plywood. The blue piece here is 48 inches by 11.5. The green is 11.5 by 13.5. So let's see how these integrate together. The first step here is going to be to add 2 of these blue pieces to 2 of these green components. We're going to be securing it with wood glue and pin nails. This is the longer side right here, the 13.5 inch side. The next step is going to be to add 2 more green components. So we're going to secure these through the sides here with wood glue and pin nails. Next, go ahead and take a 3/4 inch thick plywood sheet, and this one is going to be 48 by 29.25. And you're going to be securing 2 more of these green components to it, 11.5 inches away from the edge. So you need to shoot the nails from the back here. It's helpful to draw a line so you know exactly where you need to add those nails from. So use some wood glue and integrate that together. The next part is we're going to be taking these 2 components we just made and putting them together like this. So once you've lowered that down, what you can do is you can secure this with glue and pin nails from this side here. So you can take a screenshot to know exactly where to draw these lines, but the lines are going to guide you so you know exactly where to shoot the nails. Okay, so next, let's go ahead and add 2 more of these green pieces. So we're going to add 2 more 3/4 inch thick plywood sheets on the ends here. Again, securing them with pin nails and some wood glue. All right. So next, what we're going to do is add 2 30-inch 1x4 lumber pieces. So these are going to go on the ends here. And it's important to note that they have an overhang on every side. But the overhang is easy. It's 3/4 inches here, 3/4 inches up. And then also it's the same here. It's 3/4 inches away from the edge. So you can use a little spacer so you know exactly where to add it. Then once you know, go ahead and secure it with some pin nails and wood glue. So the last part we're going to do for the sides of the table are going to be to add this kind of carcass or the trim pieces. These are going to kind of hold everything together, and they're also going to be decorative as well. So you can take a screenshot of exactly the sizes that you need here. So you need a total of 3 48-inch pieces. You're going to need 2 of these 28.5-inch pieces. You're going to need 4 of these 8-inch pieces, and then 4 12 and 3/4-inch pieces. So once you've got all those pre-cut, what you can do is you can go ahead and integrate these together. So you can overlay them on top of the side that you've already built out, and then secure it together with pin nails and with wood glue. So once you've done that, go ahead and make a second identical side for the table just like this. The only thing left now is just to make the tabletop. So this is also 3/4 inch thick plywood. We're going to be taking a sheet that's 48 by 60 inches. And we're just going to go ahead and secure that directly on top. So again, it's really helpful to draw these lines. This way you know exactly where to shoot the nails, and so that you don't miss. Use wood glue as well to add extra rigidity. So if you've got like a permanent place for this table and it's difficult to get to, I would actually bring the components into the room and then just do these final kind of pieces or final steps in the room itself. Also, if you're going to be staining or painting this, you can do so outside of the room, outside, because those fumes are dangerous, and then bring the finished components inside and then just kind of put everything together. So we're going to be adding some trim pieces as well for this. So these are 1x2 lumber, 54.5-inch pieces here. So these are going to be inserted into the final kind of slots here. So from both sides, this way, this table is nice and finished, and you're not going to be making contact with that sharp edge there. Okay, so at this point, you're all done. Again, as I mentioned, you can paint or stain this outside of the room, or you can just leave it natural and just seal it with some polyurethane or some wax finish. For those of you who are ready to build this craft table, I do have the DIY plan PDF linked below. It's much more detailed than this video. It goes into the lumber shopping list, the lumber cut list, as well as the tools and materials list, also cutting diagrams for how to optimize the usage of your plywood sheets, and of course these step-by-step instructions. So this is something that you can download and work offline in the garage at your own pace. I do appreciate everyone who supports Good DIY Plans. You guys have an awesome day. If this video was valuable to you, check out the next project on the screen.